Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to Fallout 3. I get asked this question so much and I'm gonna try to do my best to answer it for you guys. So oftentimes I get asked, how are you playing as a NCR Ranger? How do you have the armor in Fallout 3? And it's easy. Basically, I own Fallout 3 and I own New Vegas. Alright? You own both games, then you basically could take whatever, damn near whatever is in New Vegas and put it in Fallout 3 and vice versa. And you're going to need a tool called the Fallout Mod Manager because it has the ability to extract the files from these games, and you can basically take the meshes and textures, and if you're familiar with the geck, then you could bring it into the game. So I'm going to show you guys to the best of my ability how I do this in terms of how I make my character buff, how I get him the textures and stuff, that he has on his body or whatever. We'll get to that in the next part. But for right now, I just want to show you how the heck I get this armor from Fallout New Vegas into Fallout 3 because I get asked over and over and over. And no, I cannot share the files with you guys because it is illegal. Why am I going to risk getting in trouble for somebody who I don't even know? No offense. But I will try my best to help you guys. Okay, so here we are on the mods page. You can go to Fallout 3 or you could go to New Vegas. I'm pretty sure both of them have it. But what you're going to do is you're going to type this in, FOMM. You're going to get the Fallout Mod Manager, right? And you're going to download this. I must have downloaded this on another profile. But you're going to download this, right? You're going to install it the same way you install like Test Edit and things like that. I'm just going to show you anyway. Okay, so here I am on my desktop. You can pretty much install this wherever you want. I have it in tools, right? I went to tools. I made it like a tools folder where I have all my Fallout stuff and my Skyrim stuff and all that in here. So I have it. It's in here somewhere. Fallout. Where is this thing? Here it is, Fallout Mod Manager. All right. When you install this, it's going to ask you a location to install. It really doesn't matter, but as long as you put like the shortcut somewhere where you know where it's at. All right. And then what I do is I come over to my mod organizer, and you're going to put add executable, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to make a new executable. I'll do one just for the sake of this tutorial. We're going to go from add from file. And wait, excuse me. Modify executable. It should be something. Is it this one? Yeah. Add executable from file. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to where our Fallout Mod Manager is located. So for me, it's in Skyrim Tools. It's right here, Fallout Mod Manager. Right? And then to start in, you basically put the folder that it's located in. So Skyrim Tools right here. There you go. And we'll call it Fallout Mod Manager 2 because I already have it. Because I already have one made. So, I want to say that's it. Let's just hit apply for now. Let me check the other one just to make sure. Yeah, so don't activate these. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, so yeah. And then once you have it, you should be able to find it in here. Fallout Mod Manager 2, right? Then what you're going to do is you're going to hit run. Now, from my experience, if you have both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas installed, I think it'll automatically find New Vegas. If not, go to your MO2 with New Vegas and install Fallout Mod Manager there as well. But as you can see, I can choose if I want to look at the Fallout 3 or the New Vegas. So I'm going to select New Vegas. Fallout 3 in is read only, so would you like to make it not read only? Just hit yes. Okay, now this opens up. Now, when this opens up, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tools, and we're going to go to BSA Browser, right? Now, in here, you hit Open, and then in your Fallout New Vegas folder, it should bring you here. And then right here, you're going to see all the different things. You're going to see meshes, and you're going to see textures. Now keep in mind there are two textures folders. So if you look in one for a texture and you don't find it, then search textures too, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to meshes right here. It's gonna load up all the meshes in the freaking game, right? And then right here in the search bar, you could type in filter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in Combat Ranger. And everything Combat Ranger related will pop up. So this is the Combat Ranger helmet. This is the Combat Ranger helmet Go. Basically, this is the world model. So like when you drop it on the ground, that's what you'll see. This is the Combat Ranger for females. And this is the Combat Ranger armor when you drop it on the ground. And this is the Combat Ranger for males. So we're going to need all of these. And then what we do is we just hit extract. And then what we're going to do is we just put somewhere where we can easily find it. I'm just going to go to my desktop and I'm going to make a new folder. And I'm going to call it Tutorial Ranger. Hit OK. And then now everything will be extracted to there. Now we're going to hit close. And then we're going to hit open again. And then we're going to go to textures. Now we're going to type it in again. Combat Ranger. There goes all the Combat Ranger textures, right? So we're going to, you could group select them too. You could click on one, hold shift, and then click the bottom one. Everything will be selected. So now I'm going to hit extract again. And then we're going to go back to our folder that we just made, which is the Tutorial Ranger. So we're going to extract it here. And don't worry, it will extract everything neatly into the folder for you. So you'll have a textures folder and a meshes folder. So let's close this out because we got everything that we needed from here. Okay, now let's go back to our desktop. And then we're going to find our folder that we made, Tutorial Ranger. Oops. Wait, where's the meshes? Did I not select the folder when I extracted the meshes? Okay, yeah, so I don't think it extracted the meshes, so I'm just going to do it again. Take all, extract, find my Tutorial Ranger folder, extract it to here. Okay. Close this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our folder. And we're going to go to this Tutorial Ranger. And then we're just going to zip it up. Because as you can see, there's our meshes and textures folder in there. And then what we do is just install this new zip that we just made. All right. Hit install right there. Now you're going to have to create a plugin to actually get it in the game. Because, I mean, like, the meshes and textures are there, but you have no way to like, actually get the armor. And it doesn't have any stats or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the geck. So we're going to open up the geck. And then we're going to go to File. And we're going to go to Save. So it'll automatically generate a new plugin. So what we're going to do is we're just going to call this Tutorial Ranger. And it will be called Tutorial Ranger.esp. So once you make that, there's our plugin. And then we need the full out ESM. Alright. Make sure that your plugin is active. As you can see, it says active. If it's not active, just hit set as active. Alright. Active file. Now hit OK. And we'll let this load up. So, I mean, there's other things that you need. Well, you don't need to extract, but you probably should. Like, say, for example, the icons. I didn't extract the icons because I just simply want to show you how to get the armors. We could get the icons some other time. They're not really needed. They're just used in the Pip-Boy. And we're not going to put the actual stats of the Combat Ranger because I'm just too lazy to look it up. I just want to put it, show you how I get it into the game. All right, if your creation kit just closes like that, just reopen it. It does that sometimes. So when we're in here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to this armor tab. Actually, let me type in, filter it out a little bit. We'll type in COM, and then we'll come over here to armor. And then as you can see, we have the combat armor. So what we're going to do is we're just going to duplicate this really quickly. And we're going to duplicate it by giving it a unique ID. And then when it asks us to create a new form, we're just going to say yes. So right here, we'll just put AA tutorial Ranger armor combat. And change the name right here. NCR Ranger combat. Alright, there you go. And then what you do is you're going to come over to this tab right here where it says, matter of fact, let's create our new ID first before we do anything. Hit OK. Create a new form. Hit yes. This way you don't replace the existing combat armor. Alright, now we're going to reopen our window. We're going to go to the bike model for the male first. So we're going to click on this. We're going to go to edit. We're going to go to, actually, let me see the file path because I actually forgot the file path. Tutorial Ranger. It's Meshes, Armor, Combat Ranger. Okay? So Meshes, Armor, Combat Ranger, and then this one. The one with the F is for females. The one that doesn't have anything is for the males. So there's the male. There's the NCR Combat Ranger Armor. Alright? There you go. You got it in game. Now you need to do it for the female as well. So we're just gonna armor combat. Was it Combat Ranger? I forgot already. Combat Ranger female, and there's the female one. Okay, and then we need to set the world model. So the world model is just that, right? But we want it to be the NCR one. So we're gonna go to Meshes, Armor, Combat Ranger, and then hit the Go model. Alright? And so when you drop it on the ground, it's going to look like that. Okay? Now, like I said, we didn't extract the icons. We could do that later. But for right now, that's when you look at it in your Pip-Boy, it's going to show the same icon as combat armor. Right here, you could change the stats. If you want to change the weight of it, the health, the value, the armor rating. If you want to make it light or heavy, you can do that. So we'll just leave it for now. And we'll hit OK. And then what we'll do is we'll basically do the same thing for the helmet. So we'll come over here to the combat armor helmet, and I'm just gonna AA tutorial Ranger combat helmet, and we'll do it the same way here. And then do the same things. Grab the male one from Meshes, Armor, Combat Ranger. Oops, excuse me. Not Combat Ranger. It was I forgot the file path. Headgear. Meshes Armor Headgear. Meshes Armor Headgear. Combat Ranger Helmet. And then... Wait, why is it missing? I got the file path right. Sorry. Headgear. Combat Ranger Helmet. Combat Ranger Helmet. And then it should be there. There it is. It's in the air. There it is. Alright. And since the males and the females share the same like helmet, you don't have to put anything for the female. However, we do want to change our gold model. So Meshes, Armor, Headgear. Combat Ranger Helmet. Combat Ranger Helmet, go. There you go. Alright, now we're going to hit OK. Create new form, yes. and then we're gonna hit save. I'm pretty sure. What the heck? I thought I made this plugin already. Okay, whatever. NCR Ranger armor. We'll just call it that. Okay, so our plugin is saved. Now, what we're gonna do is we need to drag it into the world. So, just for the sake of showcasing this freaking thing, I am actually going to just drop it somewhere in like in Springvale or something. So give that some time to load up because it's loading up all the cells. All right, once it does, you could type in Springvale, or you can make it even easier. You could go to Vault 101 exterior. This way, as soon as you step out the freaking vault, you could drop it on the ground right there somewhere. Don't immediately start moving it because it might, you know, disturb the game. We don't want any crashes. Make sure you save often. All right, so we're gonna scroll in, use our mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and then we're gonna hold shift to rotate the camera. And then we'll click in our mouse wheel, and you could, you know, adjust the height of the camera. So we're just gonna come down here and we're just gonna search for, there goes Vault 101's exterior right there. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna click on our armor and we're just gonna drag it into the world. Right, there it is. Place it somewhere nicely. And once you got it to where you have it, you could just press F and it will drop it right there onto the ground. All right. So there it is, and then we can grab our helmet, drag that in, and hit F to drop it to the floor, like so. I actually would like for it to be a bit closer. To the actual armor. Alright, that's good enough. Then we'll hit save. And then we'll close out the geck. Okay, so once the geck closes, we want to scroll down and we'll find our plugin that we just made. I don't know why I had to make a second one, whatever, but there it is. And then now we're just gonna go ahead and jump in game, and I'm gonna do this on a new profile just to show you guys. Okay, here we are in game. I'm going to load a profile that I always use, where it's like right here outside the Vault 101 entrance, or right before you step outside. All right. Alright, so once we're outside, I'm over encumbered. Let me toggle God mode just so I can move. Alright, and then when we step out, there it is. There's our Ranger combat armor and our Ranger combat armor helmet, and you're just free to freaking equip it like so. Thank you for the interruptions, game. And that, oh my goodness, I forgot how many pop-ups come up. But yeah, that's pretty much how you get it. That's how you get the NCR Ranger armor and Fallout 3. And you could do this with anything. You could do this with patrol armor, Legion armor, anything that appears in New Vegas. You could do it with guns too, but guns is a little bit more it's just slightly more complicated. We'll actually get to that sometime in the future. That's pretty much it. I hope it helps you guys. You know, I really wanted to make this video because I love this armor. This is my favorite armor in the series. The T60 is my favorite power armor, but this is my favorite like armor in the game. God dang, the freaking pop-ups. And yeah, I just hope it helps somebody. Hopefully it should. I will make a more detailed guide on how to do this, but for the most part, if you're familiar with modding at all, this shouldn't really be too complicated. All right, so thank you to all of my Patreons who support me do all of this, because I do all of these guides and make all of these mods with a piece of crap computer, and you guys, support me with the funds. So hopefully we could get a better PC, in the nearby future. But that's it. That's going to do it for me. Leave a like on this video if it helped you out. I will see you guys next time.